Hey there, and welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Gig here, and today's message, listen with your heart. Listen with your heart. The most important thing on communication is to hear what isn't being said, said Peter Drucker. President Woodrow Wilson said, quote, "The ear of the leader must ring with the voices of the people." I think that's very good advice, don't you think? It sure is. You see, if you are already a good listener, then you're probably ahead of the game. You see, all you need to do now is to read between the lines for cues, and that will tell you how others are feeling and thinking. And we all need to learn the skill, really, of listening with our hearts so we can understand how people feel. Herb Cohen, often called the world's best negotiator, says, quote, listen to this, effective listening requires more than hearing the words transmitted. It demands that you find meaning and understanding in what is being said. After all, meanings are not in words, but in people. End quote. It's pretty good. You see, in the sales profession, as an example, the salesperson who is the very best at what they do is not the best talker, though certainly they can communicate effectively and know how to articulate their words, but they're actually the best listeners, because great salespeople listen to their customers. They listen to their minds, what they're thinking, and they read between the lines to feel how a customer feels. So, how do we move in a better way by listening with our hearts? If we put other people first, by focusing on them a little bit more than we do now. Because let's face it, myself included, we often focus on what we're thinking about and what we want to say. Let's shift it a little bit. Let's really take interest in other people and listen to them. Second, if we view complaints or criticisms as a personal attack, personally, I find myself getting defensive. And when I become defensive, I don't give my best response. And so once you begin to protect yourself, you'll care very little about what other people think or how they feel. So today's message is simple. Let's listen with our hearts. And as we do this, we'll be living our best life, and we'll be mentoring and teaching others how to do the same. Thanks for joining me in the Locker Room, gang. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
If you've enjoyed and feel that the Daily Locker Room has served as an inspiration in your life, why not take this moment and do the same for a friend by sending them the daily message? Click on the Tell a Friend tab, fill in their information, and help spread the inspiration.